Hey, part 1717, Lifeless Love Life in the US and or in the West. Thank you for checking me out. The one or two people in the world or in the galaxy. Appreciate it. So, in this episode, I'm gonna divide it into two parts, even though it's kind of one and the same. The second part I was reminded about thanks to a content creator who's a wonderful human being, but she reminded me on the second part. But the first part is pretty much on the two kinds of guys in the world. In my view, there are two kinds of guys. So you got a disrespectful guy, and then you have a respectful guy. So in my view, one of the reasons why stuff to get the girl when you're an average guy is because the girl doesn't want to be with a bad human being. So when I say disrespectful guy, I'm talking about a guy who's abusive physically and or emotionally. I'm talking about a guy who would cheat on his girlfriend and act like it's no big deal. But if he sees his girlfriend just socializing with another guy, he'll flip out. So those are the kinds of guys that I'm referring to. Or just guys who just cheat. So again, a girl doesn't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And then the second part, which reminded me of a truth, is there are girls out there who have a tough past. You know what I mean? And for those who had a tough past, and I'm sorry for that, you might have a difficult time giving a guy a chance. But here's the thing. You know, I don't want to sound confusing. I mentioned how there are two kinds of guys out there, a disrespectful guy and a respectful guy. Well, there are two kinds of girls out there too. You got a uptight girl by nature, and you have a free-spirited girl by nature. So why do I mention that? Well, you got the ringers, you got the dongs. It's a very famous spot. Very famous church. Oh no, I'm good, man. No, I'm good. I'm good, homie.
You already got a beer.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, my man. Awesome.
Hey, homeboy over here.
We're good, man. I'm good.
You live right now?
I'm sort of, but it's just a
Yeah,
nickname,
fuck
man.
it. Hey, homeboy right here having a beer right now, and I'm dabbing him up.
Awesome, dude. Thanks,
There
man.
you go, bro.
All right, have
Live
a
it
good
up.
day, man. Have a good day. Live video with my man. All right, man. It's me. All right, my fault. All right, see like live TV. But what I want to mention is, as I said, there are two kinds of girls out there, uptight and free-spirited. Why do I mention that? I mention that because if a free-spirited girl has a tough past, she'll still be easygoing. That might sound hard to believe, but a free-spirited person, there's just something in them that will be easygoing despite their tough past. And I find that amazing. The uptight female, if you're born uptight, if you have a tough past, wow. Guys are going to have a hard time trying to get with an uptight girl because of her tough past. It's very interesting, but it's very true. So yeah, man, I mean, either, a girl doesn't want to deal with straight up a bad guy who's abusive, or he'll cheat and act like it's okay, and he'll be a hypocrite and be angry at you for just socializing with another dude. And then again, a girl's past, if she's had a tough past, that will affect her with, like, you know, just trying to maybe give a guy a chance. However, like I said, there's two kinds of girls out there. So if you're a free-spirited girl, you might have a tough past and you'll still give a guy a chance because you're free-spirited. Uptight girls are a different story. They will have a difficult time giving a guy a chance. I will also say, and I don't want to lose my train of thought, this has been an interesting video already. Oh man, what was I gonna say? I mean, it's just it, you know. I mean, it really, the personality, it depends on that, you know. It really does. But there's another truth that I want to say. Despite a tough past, or despite some guys being bad, they're born bad, or they become bad, whatever, our nation, or the West, is trained to be uptight. We're trained to be this way as well. So don't forget that. Our culture's trained to be uptight. Unfortunately, we're trained to have a lot of boundaries. We're trained to be overly civilized, overly professional. We're trained to be in a bubble. We're trained to be overly safe. We're trained to freak out if we get out our bubble. So don't forget that. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll leave it at that. Again, this is a pretty historic spot. Wherever I am, if you know where I am, kudos. Cheers to you. Cheers to the dude. He's a cool dude. So leave it at that. All right. So part 18.